Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi, this is Donna Ashton, and I just wanted to pop over here and say hello to you for a minute as we go through this masterclass on how to create passive income and leverage your business so that you can make more money and work less time. And really that is the key. So I've got a presentation I'm going to do over here for you. So I'm going to scoot on over to the slides, but I just wanted to say hello. And I'll be back at the end of the presentation to talk with you a little further. So let me go ahead and share my screen over here so I can start this for you. Okay, great. Now I want to turn my screen off too, so hold on a second. It's not letting me. Over here a second. There we go. Okay, great. We got it. Okay, again, so let's just go ahead and jump right into the content here. So who wants to make money in their sleep? So keep your hands up if you want to help more people and create an amazing lifestyle, an amazing business that supports you and gives you freedom and recurring passive income. So I hope your hand is raised, your thumbs are up, or you're doing whatever you're doing to say, yes, that's exactly what I want. So then I know you're in the right place. Okay, let me see. Let me go to the new screen here. Okay, there we go. So let's just take a few moments, and I want you to maximize this training. So, turn your phone off if you can, turn off your email notifications, really gift yourself this time as I'm going to walk you through these 3 steps so that you can really transform your business through the end of this year and into next year into really an amazing asset. Okay. Sorry. Okay, there we go. And at the end, or close to the end of the presentation, if you stick with me, I will give you the bonus training 5 ways to create additional revenue streams without having to create anything else. I love leverage and I love repurposing things. So I'm going to give you that if you stick with me through our presentation. So I'm going to teach you everything that I can. Plus, I will give you an exclusive opportunity to learn how you can take this training even further near the end of the presentation. So how many of you would like to create passive income to leverage your work? So you are in the right place. Again, if you are here to learn about making passive income to make your business run easier, you work less and still make more. So you're in this training is for you and you are in the right place. If you are a coach who's already working with clients, having success with clients, has a full or nearly full practice, you want a lucrative virtual business that gives freedom to work from anywhere, anytime. If you're feeling tied to your phone, trading hours for dollars spent coaching your clients to success, or if you want to capitalize on your brilliance, experience, knowledge, and help more clients work without working more hours, right? We want to help more people, but that doesn't necessarily mean we want to work double. This training is not for you if you want to work only with one-to-one clients, or you have just started your coaching business and haven't worked with clients yet, because really creating passive income, you need to have a system and have something that's already working, and I'm going to go through that. Or if you're really not ready to implement this right now. I mean, you can watch it, but if you're like, this is 2 years down the road, then your time might be better well spent doing something else. All right, so let's go through what I'm going to cover today. How I built my struggling business into passive income and a passive income machine, enrolling over 6,000 people into my programs and only working about 15 hours per week. How to start earning money from your experience and your passion without having to do anything different than you're already doing. How easy it is to design your freedom-based business to allow time for family, travel, fun, and time away from your office. Earn leveraged income with this #1 time-saving way to help more people bring in another income stream. And how to set up your passive income funnel to make money in your sleep to work anytime, anywhere. Okay, so again, I'm Donna Ashton, for those of you who don't know me, and I have created a totally online profitable business to help homeschool families worldwide. I've sold over 6,000 products and services, as I said, to my tribe of over 9,000 people, and I've generated over $400,000 from my digital products working only about 15 hours per week. But let me start at the beginning. Before I was struggling, I just started my business. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was homeschooling my twin girls, and I wanted something of my own. I wanted a business that would, add to our family income, but I couldn't do a whole lot because I was home and I was homeschooling and I had young kids. So I was very passionate about what we were doing at the time, and that was homeschooling with a Waldorf-inspired education. And I had been doing it for just a few years, and I thought, wow, I could really create something around this. And so I started. I really had no idea what I was doing. I just was sort of limping along. And it was going fine. I was making a little bit of money, and then I would do a little something, and then I would make a little bit of money, and I would do a little something, and I would invest in my business, and I tried to go along, but it was going very slow. And then the recession hit, and my husband got laid off from his job in the building industry. And as you know, everything came to a standstill in construction, house building, and house selling, and all of that. And so we were all right for a little while, but not very long down the road, our savings and 401k ran out, and we were really starting to get past due on our bills, especially our mortgage, because it was the largest bill we had to pay. So one day we were, looking out the window, and a car pulled up in the driveway, and a man got out and started taking pictures of our house. And I realized it was the mortgage company about to start foreclosure proceedings on our house. And I got really scared because, one, I didn't know what I could possibly do fast enough that would save our house, how I could generate the money that we needed, several thousands of dollars, without putting my kids in school and trying to take a part-time job. And even if I did that, where we live is very touristy, restaurant, hotels. And so anything that I could do would earn minimum, money. And I felt like I would never be able to make the money fast enough. And I didn't want to put my kids in school. They were being homeschooled. And that was a big part of me staying home with them, is that I would be, schooling them and doing this wonderful type of education. So I didn't want to give that up. So I borrowed $1,000 from a friend to take an online course on how to create a teleseminar series. And I just hoped and prayed that it was going to work. So about 4 weeks later, after I took this course, and I really hurried to launch it out, I decided to go ahead and just do it, because what else did I have to lose at this point? I created an online course, and my first launch earned $7,455. So that doesn't sound like a lot of money to you, but believe me, at the time, it could have been $1 million, because it saved our home, and I was able to pay my friend back. And a few months later, I relaunched and earned $8,500 on the same exact program that I had already created. I just relaunched it, the same thing. So I learned a few things there. Of course, I went on to create a lot more different courses over there in my homeschool business. And as I'd already told you, I've generated multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars of passive income from those courses. But what I realized after doing a few courses and tweaking things, that I started having a system that created consistent recurring revenue. Oops. And I could generate money when I needed it. So that was a big aha for me. I really was able to see that I had a system, and I could rinse and repeat whenever I needed it, and that I could also teach others my repeatable process. And I call it my power of programs, because it is so powerful. Like having an online program, or if you want to call it a product or an online course, is a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful business asset. With the time leverage, creating recurring and passive income, helping you build your list, helping you, we're going to go in here. So helping you in so many ways. So the online course industry is over $107 billion, and that was in 2015. And just about everybody now has online courses because they realize people are busy, and the ease of like a DIY course where people can sit down in their homes, at their own convenience. And with everyone having tablets and smartphones now, it's so easy to just click and stream and watch, the modules from wherever you are, whenever you want. That I know a lot of colleges are now doing online courses and doing their, their programs online. So it's definitely coming into its own and growing each year. So who can create an online course? I think about anybody can really create an online course, but the main people that I'm talking to here are like coaches, life coaches, health coaches, authors, dog trainers, business coaches, social media experts, corporate trainers, and more. Really anyone who is teaching a process, anyone who teaches something to someone else. So it could be even a teacher, it could be a trainer, a consultant, a motivational speaker. So anybody who's out there telling someone how to do something can create a course, because a course, helps you transform something. Like if you want to lose 10 pounds, or you want to know how to train your dog, or you will learn how to create an online business, or how to use Facebook ads. So let's talk about 3 huge reasons to create an online course. One is the passive income that we talked about, of course. The passive income, right? That's the making money in your sleep. And really, once you have created your course the first time, then you have it. It's done. And you can sell it over and over again. You could launch it several times during your year. You could sell it in an evergreen way, sort of on the backside, always having it available on your website. There are so many different ways and things you can do. And I'm going to talk about ways to repurpose your course in just a little bit. But the passive income is like the huge reason, right? The leverage. So let's just say you're busy, right? You already have maybe 10 clients you're working with, yet you want to expand your income in the upcoming year. And the only way that you could do that in the past would be to take on more clients. But let's just say you don't want to take on more clients. Like you're already tired, you're working a lot. Instead of just saying, oh, now I have to take 5 more clients, I'd like to make another $5,000 a month, you can sell your online course. So you create that leverage for yourself. Like I don't have to actually be present coaching my clients and teaching people. My course can do it for me. So that course can substitute for more clients or whatever it is that you do, traveling or maybe more speaking or whatever it is, and having the income coming in from your course leverages your time, leverages your brilliance and your knowledge. So you can take a step back and say, okay, now I don't have to work 5 days a week. Maybe I can just work 4 days a week because I have the extra money I need coming in from my online course. So it leverages your work. And the third thing, this is one I really love, and I know many of you out there are heart-centered and are really have a purpose to your business. So impact lives. So if you think about it, and this is funny because my business coach just brought this up to me yesterday. We did this Facebook Live, and she was asking me some questions and interviewing me about my business and how I started and what my success has been. And she was like, how many products or programs have you sold? And you heard me say at the beginning of this presentation, it's well over 6,000. I think honestly that was last year's number, I really need to go and update that. So just think about that. Like if you had to help 6,000 people, how would you do it? Like you almost physically couldn't help 6,000 clients, right? But I know that my programs and my trainings have gone all over the world, and I have sold stuff to just about every country. So all over the world, people have my training programs, and I have helped touch their lives for the homeschooling or for the business training, for whatever it is. I've had an impact on people's lives that I could never have done if I was only doing one-to-one trainings. So the reach that you'll have, the amount of people that you can touch and impact with an online course is amazing. So it's a lot more because, again, you're taken out of the picture and it's leveraging your work so you can get that out to a lot more people. So if you are hoping to spread your message and really make a difference with your work, then having an online course is an excellent vehicle because you can really reach so many more people than you could if you just had to, one-to-one every one of these clients. So let me show you how easy this is. Let's kind of jump right into this, the steps, my 3-step system. Step 1 is to package your brilliance. So what do I mean by this? This is the don't recreate the wheel. So you're already working with clients, and we talked about this at the beginning of the presentation. This presentation is for you if you've already are working with some clients, have some success with clients, and have perhaps your system or your signature process that you are already taking people through. So maybe it's a 5-step process or 4 steps or 4 ways or keys or whatever kind of thing. When people come to you, you have this process. So you're already getting some success. You're already having people have a good transformation, whether you're a health coach and you're getting them, back on track with their health. If you're a business coach, you're helping them make more money or attract more clients. If you're a healer of some time, you're helping people maybe with an illness or, whatever it might be. You already have something going on in your business that you're having success with. And what I mean by this is to take what you're already doing and package that brilliance and that success up into a course. So you don't have to go, oh my gosh, what am I going to create a course on? I have no idea. And sometimes it's right in front of you and hard to see, but anyone can really do this. You're already doing it. So it's just a matter of shining a light on your process and having someone walk you through how to take that process out of your head and put it into an online format so that everyone out there can get your great work. So use what you're already doing that's already working. You already know how to teach it. You're already doing it with your clients, or you're working through your process on it, and your clients are getting results. So what do you already know that you could easily turn into a course? So let's think. We're going to kind of go through this. I want you to start thinking in your own business right now. What are you already teaching that you could turn into a course? So it could be this losing 10 pounds. So maybe you deal with moms who have recently had a baby and who want to lose the rest of that baby weight or something, try to get that 10 pounds off, and you're already helping moms do that. So that would be your course. So you don't have to go off and come up with something else. It needs to be, or it should be, what you're passionate about, what you already know about, and what you're already having success with. And here's a big tip, is that you want to ask your clients what they need, because it's really important, and you want to make sure you create a course that your clients actually want and will pay for. So before you even start moving into creating a course, and I go through this in my online course, Power of Programs, to really get some feedback from your clients to make sure, because sometimes you have a lot of knowledge and you could, you're maybe a weight loss coach, and so you could do this, or you could do this, right? Like how to detox your body, how to lose the 10 pounds, or how to get back to the gym and tone up your body or something. So there could be several things that you help with. And you have to be a little bit of a detective and try to find out from your clients exactly which one of those they would love more than the other. All right, let's move into step 2. So the first thing is kind of package up what you're already doing. So that should be pretty simple. You're already doing it. Now moving on to step 2 is to create the time leverage. Okay, so this means that you want to design a program that takes the place of you, as I was saying earlier, because you want to have something that will work for you without you having to be there. So that would be your course. Whether you sell it online, you know, on your website and have it there as a DIY version, or maybe you give it to your high-end clients. I've had a client I was working with who she was creating a course on converting sales. And she said, I don't want to give this, you know, I don't want to sell this in launches or put it on my website. The only thing I want this for is to give it to my high-end clients as part of their high-end package. She said, what it will do is save me a bunch of calls and giving them all that general information. So she's like, go watch the videos and then we'll have a call. And I'm like, wow, that's really brilliant. That'll save her a ton of time and a ton of, you know, going over and over and over the same things every single time. So they can watch her videos or whatever, her course, and then get down to the specifics. So this is the place that you are going to create that time leverage. So we want to design the program to take the place of you, and then launch your course to create the DIY training. So this is kind of where you decide, again, the format of your course, whether you're going to have audios, videos, how to price your course. This is really creating the course, like organizing, getting everything together, deciding if you do need videos or you can just do audios. And then something that I highly recommend, and that is the beta launch. So the beta launch or the test launch, this is really where you reap the rewards, and don't spend a lot of money and time creating a course that doesn't sell. So I have heard from many people that one of their biggest objections with creating a course is, I don't have the time and I don't have the money right now to create a course. So the way I teach it is totally opposite of that. And not only does it kind of cancel out those objections, it actually brings you money quicker. It's like you get paid to create the course. So the way it goes is that you will create a test audience or a beta test and get your course out there. Make sure that people want it. And if everyone jumps at it and, you know, signs up right away, you know that you got it right. If there's some balking at it, or maybe, you know, it didn't get filled as quickly as you hoped, then there'll be some things to look at. Maybe you priced it too high, or maybe you're just not quite right with the targeting of the information. So instead of spending thousands of dollars and months creating a course that no one will buy, this way you'll know upfront before it happens whether people really want it and will do it. And I definitely learned this the hard way in my homeschool business when I decided to go ahead and create a course. Now, I had been getting feedback from my my group over there of busy moms. So think these are moms with younger kids who are homeschooling. They're one-income families, most of them, because the mom's home, or sometimes the dad, but mostly the mom home with the kids, like homeschooling. And the biggest complaint or the biggest challenge that they kept telling me they had was that they didn't have time to fit everything into their day. Like, how do they do their scheduling? They're already busy with the day-to-day things. You know, they probably have 2 or 3 kids. They have to, you know, change diapers and cook lunches and do errands and keep the house clean and naps and all this other stuff. And how are they going to fit in homeschooling? So I kept hearing this over and over and over again. So I decided to create this course all about how to structure your day, because I was like, well, hey, I'm homeschooling and I'm running a business. I've always been really organized. I think this will be a slam dunk. I was like, this is going to be the best program I've ever created. I just knew this was going to be my big program that was just going to, you know, be the one. And so I went ahead and created the entire course based on what I thought they wanted. And when I went to launch it, I sold 2. And I was like, what? So I went back and asked them, because I was like, okay, this was a big flop. What happened? And I kind of was just very honest. And I said, you guys all said this is what you wanted. I created this. What happened? Why did you not purchase? So luckily they were really honest with me, and I found out that because they were a one-income family and they had a limited budget, they really only needed or wanted to spend their homeschool dollars on books and curriculum and art supplies and things they needed for their kids, instead of training for themselves on how to make their day better. They thought they should be able to figure that out for themselves, and they didn't want to waste their budget on that. And I said, it was kind of eye-opening for me, and I did understand it. But also I knew they really needed this piece. So all was not lost. Luckily, I was able to take that course and bundle it up into another course, a bigger course, all about homeschooling and setting up their homeschool and materials. And I did give them what they needed inside that course. But it was a big flop for me when I was expecting a big launch. And if I had been, if I had asked them more information and had gone to them and really gotten a little bit more feedback before, I could have saved myself a lot of trouble and heartache there. But anyway, that was my experience. So I wouldn't want the same thing to happen to you. Once you know this is what people want, then that is really the best way. And doing the beta launch will save you. Then once you have a group that have come through it, you can tweak it. You can add things. I find every time I run it, I change it just a little to make it a little better based on the feedback that people have given to me. And then I can pretty it all up. I can, run videos. I can, do whatever I want to do because I know the price is right, the feedback's right, and I got some really great testimonials from people who've gone through the program already and have had the transformation into whatever I was promising. So I love the beta launch because you can do it quickly and you don't have to wait months and months to get your course out there. In fact, when I did my one-day live event back in the spring, here in Charleston, South Carolina, we spent the day, writing out an outline, doing all the things, really mapping out the course. And I had everyone launch their course within weeks of the time of our event. And I had one woman who did it this was on, I think my event was on a Monday, and the following Monday, she started her course. She filled her course that week and made $5,000 by that, 3 days after my event. I had it all done, and she said, it's starting on Monday, who's in? And I think she got 10 people into her group and ended up making $5,000. She's like, that was the easiest thing. And I was like, that's because we had it all mapped out and it was ready to go. And then she ran it live and got some feedback and is ready to relaunch it again. Okay. Oh, and here she is. I'm sorry, I should have gone to the next slide. Here it is. I earned $5,000 in 4 days. Stephanie Burke. I had a lot of content and wanted to curate it in a way that my time, energy, and resources were better spent. And after working with Donna, I created a clearer vision for what to do with the programs I'd created in the past. It helped me to feel more confident in going for it. And my course launched in May. I had a $5,000 launch and enrolled 10 women in 4 days. So there it was. So it's not hard and it doesn't take a long time. You just need the system to know how to do it so that you can get it done quickly. You just need to know how to do it and do the system. So here's where you'll test it out through your beta, video, slides, your pricing, your delivery, your format. You're testing it all out during your beta launch, and then you can pretty it up. And you make the money while you test it. She made $5,000. So if she wanted to take that money then and invest in getting, videos done or having a VA or a virtual assistant, pretty up some worksheets for it for the next time, she had the money to invest rather than you trying to scrounge up some cash or whatever to get your program done before anyone has even purchased it. All right, let's move on to step 3. The fun part. This is building the passive income funnel. I love this. So this is where you make the money in your sleep, right? This is the passive part. So once you've designed your course and created the course and then run it once for your beta results, which we just talked about, right? First you package it up, then you launch it out, and then you've got it. Now you can really make it, you can package it up and sell it over and over again. Like just like Stephanie, she's got her course, she can take it and rerun it again and again. And just like I did with my courses, once you've done it once, you just can keep reselling the same thing. So this is the fun part. Again, this is the sell it again and again, however you want, and there's many ways to do it. So let's talk about earning an extra $5,000 per month. So it might sound like, oh my gosh, $5,000 a month. How do I earn that? You know, that could sound like a lot, but if you break it down, it really isn't. So if you have a course that runs around $500, and we'll just use that for tense purposes here for the math, ease of math. If you have a $500 course, which is about the average price, I'd say, for a course, if you just sell 10 of those a month, you've got your $5,000. So you could do this in a way where through like social media or through Facebook ads or some other like back end process, you could be just promoting, and keeping your course out there for people to come and buy. And if you sell 10 a month, then you've made $5,000. Or you can do an actual course launch, which is sort of like, you know, selling your course out in a big way, letting everyone know, opening the doors, opening your cart, and then closing your cart at a certain time and like launching the course at a certain time. Some people choose to do their course live, and I have done this several times, like have a live component during the course. I don't want to get into too many details to confuse you, but it's like a bigger deal and it's like a one-time shot. So you'd maybe say, I'm launching my course November 1st or something, and you're going to do a big promotion and kind of do it all at once rather than just little bits along the way. And you could do it that way. So maybe you sell 25 people into the course during your launch and you make $12,425. So here's how you can earn an extra $40,000 during your business year. You could launch your course 4 times a year. So maybe once a quarter, you launch out your course and let new people come into your course, and that's the only time you sell it. So once a quarter they can get in and go through your course. So you launch it to let's just say 20 people. That's $10,000 per quarter, right? So 20 people in at $500, and you do that 4 times a year. That's an extra $40,000, and you've already created the course before. Like, you already have it all done. All you have to do now, I'm not saying you're just going to be able to sit there and the money falls in your lap and people just buy. It's not quite as easy as that. You do have to have some systems set up. You do have to have some marketing, and you have to, know how to launch your product. And launching in itself is an art form, and there are many ways to launch. But it's well worth it, as you can see, if you want to add a real nice income, or if you just want to go passive and do a part-time income or something. $40,000 is not too bad. So you can decide if you want to do an evergreen funnel or if you want to launch during your year. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. And you can, that kind of goes into creating your passive income business model, which I work with my one-to-one clients to really setting up the correct funnel for them and their business, depending on, what else you have going on. Like for me, when I was doing my homeschool business, I had no one-to-one clients. So I had a harder, busier funnel going with different launches for different courses that I had going on. I had something launching, quite often because I didn't have any other income. Like, I had no clients. So it was all from my courses. Now in my other business now, where I'm, my passive income business, where I'm showing people, I do a combination where I have one-to-one clients. I have also done a 6-month group coaching program to lead people through the launching and the leveraging. And I have an online course called The Power of Programs, which shows you how to create your online course. So I have a 3-step system, or pillars that I call it, and that is the layout of your course, the launch of your course, and the leverage of your course. So we've talked about those really in this presentation today. So it depends on you and your business and what you've got going on, how much you want to work. I was telling Jeannie in my talk with her, my interview, that I wanted to take a lot of the summer off this past summer. My girls just turned 15 last week. And so I knew that it was really important for me to spend some time with them this past summer because they're not going to be around much longer. And it was important for me to be here and not be working the whole time while they were here. So I knew that was coming, and I set my business up so that I took most of the summer off. I mean, I was working a little bit here and there. I wasn't like totally gone, but I did take most of the summer off and use my passive income programs to generate the money that I needed for my business to keep going while I took the time off to spend with my kids. And I just returned 2 weeks ago from 12 days that I took off to go to England for a spiritual journey over there. So it's great when you can take the time to live your life and to set up your business so that it fits your lifestyle and not the other way around. Okay, so let's kind of go through our 3-step system. I'm just going to review. We've got the package your brilliance. That's kind of taking what you already do and already know and creating that course. Then we want to launch it into creating the time leverage, the beta launch. And then we want to build your passive income funnel, because once you have the course, that's great. But if it's just sitting there on your shelf, your virtual shelf, or sitting on your website and no one's buying it, then that's not helping you at all. And it's not helping anyone out in the world either with your great work. So we want to make sure we get it out there so it supports you and it helps all the people that you're supposed to be touching, all the lives that you're supposed to be helping. Okay, so I just talked about what this just was. So choose the best topic from what you know is already working under Package Your Brilliance. Launch and test to replace you into a DIY course under the Create Time Leverage, and then decide when and how to sell your course over and over, and that is under the Build Your Passive Income Funnel. So how could creating a course in your business change your life and change your business? So just like I was just saying, like what if you could really create a business that supported you and your family, that worked with you instead of against you? Because I know it can be really exciting when we first get started in our businesses. We're passionate about what we do. We want to help people. We want to make some money. Yet very quickly, these businesses can become like a 24/7 job, right? Because we love what we do and it's always right there, just a click away, just a quick email, let me check my phone, and we can be working 24/7 instead of enjoying our lives. Like the reason most of you are not at corporate or working in a job is because you wanted to be your own boss, right? You wanted to get out and do your own thing and do your own passion, work when you want, whenever you want, from wherever you want. And I'm assuming if you're here, you're very interested in having that lifestyle business. So, and what a freedom-based business could really do. Again, taking time off with your kids if you have young ones, or you want to travel, or if you have a hobby that you never have time to do because you're working so much with clients, we can get really caught up in all of that. So, just think for a moment, what would be different for you if you had a business asset like a course that could really create this passive income lifestyle for you? How would it change your business if you could bring in another $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month? Really, the sky's the limit with how you want to do it. How would that affect your business? How would that affect how many clients you work with and how many hours you work and when you work? So just think about this and think about, how amazing it would be just to have something there that will keep selling and keep helping even when you're sick, even when you're on vacation, even when you're taking some time off or, whatever hobbies or whatever. Here's another one of my clients, Monica, who said she made something happen I had been dreaming about for some time. Donna guided me step by step through launching my first course. My soul had been aching to spread my wings and reach a bigger audience, but I didn't know where to start and I was freaked out about the technology. Monica is amazing. She works with like communities in her own neighborhood and creates these fairy camps for young girls. And I only wish I had met her when my kids were just a little bit younger. They would have loved it. And she brings kids over and has like weekly, like a camp during the summer for like a week or like a spring break, and does all this stuff with nature and has these little girls out there doing these amazing things for fairy camp. And she wanted to show other moms how to do that and replicate that in their own communities so they could make a little extra money and also give the gift of nature to these young girls. And so she created her own course, amazing, called Fairy Camp, and was able to get that out in a bigger way. Instead of just the people in her community, now she's passing that on to other people in other communities to learn from her and to take her templates and her step-by-step process and move into creating their own fairy camps. So I'm not sure while you're here, but maybe it's about more income. Maybe it's more time for family or travel. Maybe you want to impact more clients' lives. But if you're ready to, are you ready to create a profitable course? I hope so. If you're still with me, I'm assuming you are. So let me go ahead and give you the bonus training, the 5 ways to repurpose your course to create additional income streams. And I just love this because once you have a course, it is a great asset, but it can be so many other things. So the first thing, one thing it could be, is an ebook. So if you've got a course already done, you can really quickly and easily translate that over into an ebook that you can sell, or you could take a part of it into a little and make a little freebie ebook. A book. I totally did this with my my homeschool book. In fact, here's the Waldorf Homeschool Handbook. I was contracted to write a book, and I knew I would never be able to get the book written. So I did a course, and I created a course with all of the transcripts and everything. And then we took all those transcripts and made it into a book. Now I know that sounds like a weird way to go about making a book, but it worked for me. And I ended up with a course and an amazing best-selling book, the Waldorf Homeschool Handbook. A retreat. So you could take your 5 steps or whatever it is that you're already doing and go deeper with people over a weekend or over a day, a workshop. I've been thinking about creating one of those retreats like in Bali where you go. I think we're going to have a passive income retreat and go to like Hawaii or Bali or someplace and have everybody come and really get their courses done, or while we're there, like something really cool. I really want to do something like that. But you could really take the content from what you already have created for your course and just teach it a little bit slower, a little bit deeper with your clients right there during a retreat. Or a 6-month group training. Again, I just did this with my Launch and Leverage program where I had my course and I just actually dripped it out over 6 months to show people how to create the beta launch and how to learn to build their list and to launch their products out at the second time through the 6-month training group. And I have the course and I have it as a 6-month group training, both. Same information, I just added a couple different components, went a little bit deeper. Each month was a different topic and we talked about it, but it's the same basic information. And a mini course. So if you have 5 steps, you can pull step 1 out and do it as a mini course and sell it for a $97, like come into my funnel, or however you want to do it. It could be the mini course that goes along that you give away or that you offer when you do speaking or on your website, however you want to do it. But you've already created it, then you can take little chunks of it here and there and break it up into mini courses. So I love it. So again, I'm not sure why you're here today. Maybe you want to create the consistent and passive income, and who doesn't want that in their business, right? Maybe you want to impact more people, build your list, and become an expert in your field, or maybe become recognized as an expert in your field, because it really does raise you up when you have a course. It's like a lot of clout saying, oh, she's got it going on over here. She's got an online course. Maybe you just want more time with your family or your friends. And here's Bryna, who I worked with last year. And after working with Donna, I had much clearer idea about my course's position, marketing strategy, and ideal user. I launched my course January of 2017. And she had a pretty small list, but she did add about 300 people to her list and made $6,000. And actually, she's getting ready to launch her course again. She had a baby back in the end of May, I think, the beginning of June. So it was really important for her to get this course, excuse me, to get the course done, because she knew she was going to be relaunching it in the fall after she had the baby. She's doing the same course, relaunching it in November, and that's it. She's going to relaunch it, and I'm sure the launch is going to be bigger this time, and she's going to sell more and do better, but it's the same course that we worked on a year ago, and here she is launching it again after she just gave birth a few months ago, and she has another daughter, I think, who's like 5. So she's leveraging her time, and she's repurposing it and relaunching the same course to make some more money and build her list again. So everything I teach here is what I know that works, what I've used in my business for 8 years. I've had my homeschool business now for 8 years. In fact, I'm celebrating this month, and I just remembered. And everything that I've worked with my clients over the last 2 years to show them how to do what I've learned. So if this is interesting to you, then I'd like to offer you a passive income breakthrough session with me. And this is a complimentary 30-minute phone or Skype session where I can really dig down into your business and see where you are, see where you want to go, and how I can best get you there. And we'll work out your next step to adding an online course to your business so you can get it done fast. This is an excellent time if you're watching this live or pretty much live. It's October. And if you're watching this, it's an amazing time to kind of get yourself together and get ready to launch your course in the beginning of the new year, because a lot of people are in that mindset, the whole New Year's resolutions, and this year is going to be different and I need to make some changes. People are starting to think along those lines. And I know many of you are helping with health and weight loss and building businesses and healing and whatever it may be. So people are very much looking for this. If you can get your course worked through the outline and ready to go toward the end of January and the beginning of February, it's a perfect time. So if you're interested and want to talk with me further, just email me at support. Do I have it here? I don't. At support at donna-ashton.com, and tell me where you are in your business, a little about why you are, needing this passive income, why you really want to create this type of lifestyle business, and we'll set up a time to talk. So I'd love to talk with you further and see if your business is ready right now for passive income and how quickly we can get you out there. So if you're really tired of working so hard with clients and want another leverage source of income, if you're ready to help more people with your work, or you want to get this, going now so you can launch again the beginning of the year, I'd really love to talk with you. So I've got some times set up for tomorrow and next week. So email me at support at donna-ashton.com and we'll chat. So if anybody has questions, I'm going to pop on over. I'm going to stop the sharing here if I can figure out how to do this. Here we go. Let me go back. Okay. Where's my, here we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to pop on over here and see if there's any questions. If anybody has any questions over what I've gone through, let me see. If you do, go ahead and pop down over. There's a little chat box underneath on the, a little underneath my picture. There's a little box that says chat. So feel free to go ahead and put any questions that you have over there. I'm going to go ahead and type in my email address. There we go. So I'd love to hear from you, what questions you have. If you think your business is ready, if you don't know if your business is ready, then let's hop on the phone and I can take a few minutes with you and sort of analyze and see where you are and see if your business is ready to move into a passive income model, which is really exciting and a lot better than working and day and night with a one-to-one hours for dollars model. So I don't see any questions coming in here. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up here and keep your time at a premium. I know you guys are busy, so I don't want to go any longer than I have to. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned a lot on this call and about the 3 steps you need to really create that passive income business. And I'd love to chat with you and see how an online course and bringing passive income into your business can really change your life and your lifestyle. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.